GWM Canon Alpha is becoming more popular worldwide, but it's still so new that many mods owners want just aren't available until now. At Savage Tech, we're working hard to bring you the best mods for this beast. In today's video, we'll be installing a plug-and-play tow bar harness and a few other upgrades. Let's dive in.
Welcome to Savage Off-Road. Today we're going to show you quickly how to install our plug-and-play tow bar harness for the GWM Canon Alpha. So let's go in and let's check it out. Look at this. We've also got our prototype bar on our Canon Alpha. So this is our hoopless one. I'll run you quickly through it, what we've done. All your parking sensors are fitted up. You got a 22-inch light bar on the front. You also can fit another 22-inch light bar there. You can also put UHF, spotlights. That's what it looks like. So this is the hoopless. We've also got a hoop coming. So with recovery points and high lift jack points. So there you go, high lift points. Okay, and then if you've got a winch going underneath, you can mount your winch underneath here. And then your number plate goes back like that. Relocated camera from here so that it doesn't get impeded by this nice 22-inch light bar. You can actually relocate it to the front. So there you go. The thing we've just done is fitted out our blackout pack. So we've blacked out the mirrors, blacked out the handles. The other thing we've done was install our weather shields on here as well. Blackout pack comes with this black fuel cap cover as well. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. It also comes with taillight cover blackout. So it blacks out this corner bit here, okay, and gives you a power logo, and it makes it all one piece, as you can see. So you see this. All right, so now we're going to install our tailgate tow bar harness. Let's go. So we've got the tow bar harness, full plug and play. This one's going to be a 7-pin. We've also got a 12-pin one as well. We'll quickly show you how to mount it all and wire it up to this car. So let's go. So we've already undone this tail light. This is the connector for the tail light. Okay, once that's undone, the bolts you need to undo are here, 1 and 2, very easy, 1 and 2. So I'm gonna get Sammy to quickly undo these two. I'm gonna pull that tail light out now. Let's go, Sammy. 1 and 2, and you push it out like that. It pops out the side. Unplug the harness. Okay, he's unplugged the harness, tail light's ready, it's out. Okay, so now he's gonna get this harness and he's gonna run it in. Let's go, Sammy. So we've attached it to the box. So this is the main harness, okay? So this here is for, if you look on the side of it, it says right. So that's for your right tail light, okay? So your right tail light is gonna be your driver's side. So you're gonna run that underneath the car. At the back here, underneath, you're gonna cable tie it along here. Bring it up through the side here and then bring it up and plug it into the tail light. One side's gonna go into the tail light and then the other side's gonna go into the factory harness. Now on this side, what we're gonna do is we're gonna mount this box, this module, underneath here. There's a hole already there. We're gonna use a cable tie that's provided in the kit to cable tie the box out of the way. Then you're gonna run this red and white power cable that's all the way here. And we're gonna run that on the chassis rail all the way and attach it to the front battery. And before you attach it to the front battery, you also need to install the fuse up the front, okay? So that goes onto the battery terminal, and then you join this with the heat shrink provided, okay, with some solder, and you join that onto this red and white cable so that the main tow bar module will be fused and it's already pre-wired to reach the front of the car. This also needs to be earthed at the back of the car, so make sure you earth this very well at the back of the car. We'll earth this on the metal, so make sure it's not on a painted surface. Make sure you sand it back if you are on a painted surface to make sure it gets a good earth. This blue wire that's here, this is an optional wire. We don't actually use it. The wire is actually used to trigger some additional reverse lighting relays. So we are still going to confirm it fits on the Australian model, but we'll let you know. But if it doesn't work, you just chop that off and put some tape around it. Don't use it. Now, this here will plug in to this module here, to the box. That's the main ECU. There's your 7-pin, and your 7-pin will run down that side and then go onto the tow bar. So we supply the BTA tow bars here at Savage Tech Australia, and you can also buy either a universal harness to go with it, but we prefer using our plug and play system because it plugs into the factory tail lights. Then you've got one power cable that runs to the front, and then you have all your cruise control still working with our harness. The other thing is we also have a really good brake controller that we'll show you a bit later, but our brake controller's got an LCD screen that mounts on the driver's side window, and that allows it to plug and play into our tow harness. So literally you unplug this Deutsch connector and then it plugs straight into here, and that's for your brake controller. Okay, so we've earthed off this down here. That's plugged in, now we can put the tail light in. Okay, so the tail light's installed. Now we'll do the opposite side after Sammy runs the cable underneath. Okay, so Sammy's gonna feed it up here now. So pull this out, plug the harness in, like so. Get your tail light, plug the tail light in, feed the cable in. That's in there like that. Screw the tail light back in. So Sammy's under there. He's run that across the back. He's cable tied it behind the tow bar. Okay, I finished mounting the 7-pin trailer plug at the back here. So that's there. I've mounted it on this tab here. You don't have to mount it on the tab because some people might find it's actually a little bit too low when this tow bar's here. When you go forward driving, you might get caught up and rip your trailer plug off. So there are people that decide to put them up on the plastic and then you just screw it to the plastic under here. Now, the screws to mount this aren't provided in the kit. They're just we just use some self-tapping metal screws, self-drilling ones. Now we'll go under and have a look. Okay, you can see your 7 pins been mounted here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna tuck this cable and cable tie it up neatly out of the way. Okay, it's still hanging down at the moment. So we're gonna pull that tight across here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna just cable tie this neatly so it's out of the way. We'll come across here. This is where we've mounted the module. The module is mounted on this cable tie here, okay, and then we've run up the top there to the tail light. You got one plug going to the 7-pin trailer plug, which is this one, okay, and then the other side is going to the 2 tail lights and your red and white power feed that'll run to the front of the car that Sammy's getting ready now. The blue cable here, okay, so we'll just chop that off, and then you've also got this pin here, this plug here, the Deutsch connector. If you ever have brake controller, you will also use this connector to plug into your brake controller. So Sammy has connected the fuse on here. He's joined it on. He's gonna connect that to the battery now, to positive. That's all nicely covered up. He's run some split tubing the whole way through, make it look nice and neat. All right, so that's the GWM Canon Alpha tow bar module. You can purchase that at savagetech.com.au, and hope that makes your life easier. And we've also got Roland. Roland, what are you doing?
Oh, we're doing a body mount chop.
So we're doing a body mount chop over here. So he's cut this all out and he's gonna weld and plate all that now. We did one this morning. This is his second one for the day. Roland is a fabricator, so when he does it, they look smick, and we get them fully engineered. So we get rid of this when you want to fit like a big tire on here and you're having problems and your tire comes past and hits here. That's how we fix it. So peace out, like and subscribe, have a good one.